Representative Burnett with your amendment.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I will say that this amendment, I think, brings an extra layer. Although I will say before I address what it actually does is that I think in the first 4 weeks of this session, this is one of the bills that has brought me into much conversation and consideration and thinking and discussion with multiple parties than any other bills that I've seen this session. And when we hear the stories that have impacted families and named victims, and then also the concerning parts from different judges around the state and trying to take those into effect, I think one of the things that I want to talk about are why this addresses a good need, although that you have judges that are very experienced, way more discerning in family law when you're looking at civil practice versus criminal law. There's a little more open ground on what you can do and what can you lay out for the different things for the families to work with, and how that impacts both children that could potentially be victims or victims' spouses as well. And I think bringing in some training that's not too waiting on judges that already have a heavy caseload, but bringing in some stuff that's very evidence-based and such that is going to be very relevant to this, that's going to address the trauma and also the impact to the victims and how they can be successful in the future to raise their children. One of the things I just want to point out here, and I'll just take this time to do this here rather than later, is a lot of the stories that were talked about in the notes that I took. I just want to hit some of the points. Was listen to the survivors. Is this a survivor-focused legislation? Is there too much judicial discretion? And does this bring the model code to Washington? And what does this bill need to protect survivors? And so I think that's what we're looking at. Let's keep this trauma informed. Let's do everything we can to bring the families back together and make it healthy for the children while protect them at the same time. So I just would encourage everyone a yes vote for this amendment. Thank you.